good friend of mine, Dale. He's a good friend of mine.
You know, that good friend of yours intimidated me in that ring. I was there to do an interview with Gary Player when this bitter old man...
He's not a bitter old man.
This bitter old man comes out...
He has been screwed out of his... No, he has been screwed out of his opportunities, Dale. Naturally, he doesn't want to see a bald-head young punk like Gary Player ascend to the top of 1PW at his expense. And that is the sole reason that myself and Mr. Wyatt brought in Jimmy Jacobs to teach that little prick Gary Player a lesson.
But it didn't quite work out like that as Player came out on
He
top.
was lucky.
Perhaps not in the best physical shape after the match with Jacobs, but he came out a winner nonetheless.
That is luck, Dale Mills. Keith Myatt has a little look. He has a little time for the photographer, the band.
And more intimidation tactics.
It's not intimidation. This guy has been cut short on everything that has been promised to him.
Well, surely if he's got grievances, he should take them out the correct manner. Not out on me, not out on the photographer, not out on Gary Player, and not out on Stevie.
Coffin? What?
I think
This
the
is
same.
horrible.
Coffin Dodger.
That is horrible. This is a veteran. They shouldn't be speaking to you like this, Keith. No, they should have respect.
But the same
Have respect
you
for somebody
show.
for you.
That's ridiculous. The man talks about respect.
He has earned that respect over 25
All
years.
that respect I had for him went right out the window.
When?
When he turned his back on everybody.
You should have.
Personal gain.
Shut him to listen, because you're going to listen anyway. Yeah? Listen to me. He doesn't let you call me what he wants. Walks up and looks back. He doesn't bother me at all. Doesn't bother me at all. But just let me tell you one thing, yeah? My opponent tonight, Tracy Smothers. He's not even here! And you know why? Because he's scared to step in the same ring as the old bastard Keith Myatt.
Oh, that's true. That's true. He didn't even board his plane because he's scared of Keith.
He didn't even board his plane for America because he knew what to expect when he stood in this ring with me. Because it doesn't bother me that Tracy Smothers worked WCW. He's wrestled the bear. It doesn't bother me what he's done in this business. Because he's not been in with a 25-year mat veteran. Old bastard. Don't get me wrong, I'm as disappointed as you people. Because I want to show you people tonight. Shut your mouth, bastard. Shut it.
This is boring. People should listen to what he's got to say.
I found myself without an opponent.
I thought it was baldy.
Who cares? He shouldn't be disrespecting a 25-year Matt veteran in this
Anybody
way.
into that locker room to face me tonight, it doesn't praise me at all. Anyone. Because I'm not scared of anybody behind that curtain tonight. Whether it be Pac, Martin Stone, or anybody. Don't even mention Gary Player in one sentence.
Don't even talk about
Don't
him.
even mention him.
Guy's an embarrassment.
I've kept Gary Player's ass before. I don't need to get his He needs to keep his nose out of our business. Right, so I think it's only fair that I should bring out a guy that's had his first win at 1PW, and he's had one crack at the Jerry. I think it's only fair he should get another crack. So tonight, my hand-picked opponent is Brett Valentine.
What is this hand-picked opponent crap?
Why not? Why not test the Academy students?
bell rings, this match gets underway. Keith Myatt versus another hand-picked opponent in Brett Valentine.
Hey, Brett Valentine thinks he's such a big shot.
Coming off his first win, as Keith said.
That's correct. Last Sunday, that Academy show you couldn't make. Oh wait, no, you were suspended.
I'll be sure to pick up the DVD there from online.com.
And I'll be sure to charge you £10 for the pleasure.
Valentine perhaps catching Keith Myatt off guard a little there.
Wait a
Sent him
second.
into the turnbuckle, a little bit of clothesline. Brett catches the boot coming in, follows up with a European uppercut, and then a second. How's the old bastard?
What the hell is going on?
And there's that patented leg lariat there from Brett Valentine.
What on earth? Get up, Keith! Come on! It's okay. It's okay. Look, he's calling for a timeout, and he should be allowed that timeout.
American football, Adam, you know as well as I do.
He should be allowed the timeout.
No timeout.
He's a 25-year veteran. He should be allowed a timeout. In fact, he's pretty much in fact, he's 26 years now.
No matter how long you've been in this great sport, you don't get timeouts.
What the hell are you all about? He should be allowed a concession. There are very few people who have done as much for British wrestling or 1PW as that man stood right outside the ring wearing all black right now.
I won't dispute that fact, Adam.
Exactly.
He's done a lot for British wrestling, a lot for 1PW, but he's done a lot to turn his back on that.
He's done nothing to turn his back on anything. Keith Myatt now ramming the ugly mug of Brett Valentine deservedly into that ring apron. There's a forearm shot. We all know exactly the damage that Keith Myatt can do. Brett Mills, if you were here last Sunday, you would have seen.
Brett Mills?
Whatever.
Who is that guy?
Doesn't matter. Dale Mills. Well, it doesn't matter at the end of 10 years.
Just because I was missing last week.
I've forgotten your name. You've seen the damage that Keith Myatt did to the gnarly hero, Nick Elite. A palm strike, exactly, a palm strike splitting his nose. There we go, straight to the merchandise table goes Brett Valentine, courtesy of Keith Myatt.
Well, looks like Brett's fired back with a couple of kicks. And a running knee, I believe. And he was looking for it again. But all it was meant was a big, stiff clothesline.
That's all you're going to get, Sonny Jim. Beaten and battered and bruised at the hands of a man who has had more than 25 years experience in this great sport that we call professional wrestling.
Keith is just kicking the crap out.
He's biting him, there we go.
Oh, that shows a great lot of respect, biting another man's face.
Cares about respect. What respect has this man been paid? What respect has been shown to Keith Myatt? And I'll tell you, Dale Mills, none.
Complete lack of respect of any sort there. As Myatt just waffled Brett with a cup full of soft beverage.
Oh, did you hear the impact? That is skull on steel. Brett Valentine's face connecting with that ring post, and it makes a sweet sound indeed. The same palm strikes that he used to break the nose of Nick Elite last Sunday.
Keith Myatt has been superbly vicious in his assaults on everybody, but that palm strike, and I wasn't here to see it, but I've seen the footage.
Yes, you have.
And that was just something else. That was another side of Keith. The mean old bastard that he's become.
Raining down the blows, knee drops. Oh, I'm sure that's legal.
Looked like a choke to me.
Choke? Nah, it's alright. Yeah, the hand around the something else, not the throat.
There's Nick Elite.
What the hell is Nick Elite doing here?
He's become somewhat of an unofficial cheerleader for Brett Valentine.
He had his ass kicked last Sunday. What on earth is he doing back out here? He had his nose broken, his family was sat in attendance, they were in tears. Forget about Nick Elite. Doesn't matter if this is a handicap match, Keith Myatt could dispatch 3/4 of this locker room, such as his experience and his ring prowess.
Let's go, Valentine!
just 2. Keith now just systematically taking Brett Valentine apart at his own pace, his own style. And now
Keith Myatt dumping him over the top rope. That's exactly right, Keith Myatt, who joined me on guest commentary last Sunday though. Think your job's safe? I don't.
Yet to hear the commentary.
So you do, that guy was awesome.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. I mean, if he...
Yeah, look, you see, he gave him ample opportunity to get back in the ring. And then just forearmed in between the guys.
If Keith was as committed to the job of commentary as he is to his in-ring ability, then I've no doubt that he was great. But he's just, the way he goes about his business, the flip into cover, just a 2.
There's a 2, it's okay.
Brett looking for a backslide.
1,
2, and the shoulders keep
Again, it's a 2, he didn't have that weight fully distributed.
A series of clotheslines.
There's a second.
Deep back up, Brett measuring his spot into the hot shot. Keep that looking for that.
There we go.
Cobra clutch.
He cinched it in.
The modified Cobra clutch.
He cinched it right in.
Talking on the neck, the back of the head, the shoulder.
The neck and the head going in different directions.
And that's that.
This match is through.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match is the result of the submission, Keith Myatt.
Brett Valentine had no choice.
Damn right he had no choice.
No choice in that.
His neck was going one way, the rest of his head was going the other.
The shoulder was pushed to places it shouldn't have been. And there's no shame in that. But why? But why does Keith Myatt feel the need to carry this on?
Because these students need to learn a very valuable lesson. Much like Gary Player, who thinks, oh, I'm so far up here. I'm so far up. Yep.
Well, Nick Elite come in and just found himself at the wrong end of a forearm.
Hungry Nick, eat a forearm. He's going to carry on now.
This is just...
He's teaching him a very, very valuable lesson in professional wrestling.
Lessons of one thing, but this is just ridiculous.
This is a guy who taught them everything that they know, and yet they all think they have some kind of grand idea. What on earth is this?
Well, there's Gary Player.
This guy makes me sick to my stomach.
But this is what it's all about. This is the resentment that Keith Myatt has.
This guy makes me sick to my stomach.
Well, hold on a moment.
K Noir and Juggernaut.
That is the Insiders.
There's a ton of blackjack for you, buddy. Not here, Nick
What's
Elite.
Keith looking for under the ring?
Oh, it's a steel Oh, that's a shame, isn't it, Dale?
There's the
young
respect.
Gary Player. That's
What
a
is
pity.
going on?
That's a real shame. Oh, straight to the midsection, Gary Player. Come on, another one. That's it. Keep working on it. Keep working on it. Do you know, I flew Jimmy Jacobs in at great personal expense for that guy to make a complete ass of me.
And a chair to the back. This is out of order.
This is not out of order. Oh, and there we go. There's another.
I think, I can't quite see because the Juggernaut's ample frame, but is Gary Player bleeding from the mouth?
He may well be bleeding from the mouth, Dale. Who knows? That could be a broken rib pressing into a lung. It could be a stomach injury. Who knows? Who cares?
Player obviously suffering some sort of internal bleeding from these
It's all over Keith's arm.
repeated chair shots.
Keep it going. Keep it going, Keith. This is fun to watch, Dale.
This is ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous.
Keith Myatt, Juggernaut, and K Noir.
Yep, and Gary Player made a fool out of me, so I bailing
Is
them out.
this your doing?
This isn't my
You and
doing.
Keith had a little confab, got together.
This isn't my doing. Oh, they're just working the moment. The blood of Gary Player is all over the place.
Well, Gary Player tonight is in the gut.
Whoa!
It's Jason Genesis.
Genesis is trying to get in.
This was the game plan all along. Keith knew that someone would come out, try and stop the carnage, and those two hired thugs, Juggernaut, K Noir.
Juggernaut K Noir now beating down on Jason Genesis, while the internal, look at the blood on his t-shirt. There is blood everywhere. It's on the ring mat, on himself, on Keith Myatt. Gary Player literally painting the town red. Dale.
And Gary Player's in serious trouble.
Whoa, Ryan Myatt, the son of Keith Myatt on the apron. Ryan, and co-trainer of the 1PW Academy, Tommy Boyce. Oh dear. Doesn't it look like our golden boy isn't fit? That's a real shame.
That's just... What do you think you're doing? What do you think you're doing? Look at the state of Gary Player.
That is deserved. That is deserved.
Just look at the state of him.
Sick of people.
But that's what you call paying your dues, leaving a man bloodied in the ring.
Microphone. There we go.
Gary Player, not looking so tough now, are we? Hey? I paid my dues in wrestling, buddy. It's about time you paid yours.
Do you think that's right? Do you
Do I
think that's
right?
deserved?
Yeah, it's about time Gary Player started paying his dues after great expense that I fly an international superstar like Jimmy Jacobs in, and then Gary Player proceeds to make a complete ass out of me.
Just look at the blood pouring from the guy's mouth at him.
Yeah, good for him. Good for him. He wanted to be a star, we're making him a star.